Good evening. Over 500,000 young people face a fresh round of anxiety and confusion over their exam grades tonight, as the exam board Pearson said it was pulling its BTec results. Pearson said it was a direct consequence of the government U-turn earlier this week over A-level and GCSE grades, citing unfairness in relation to what are now significantly higher outcomes. The company said it would now work to bring BTec grades into line with A-levels and GCSEs. It means that around 250,000 young people who got their A-level equivalent BTec results last week have had their grades scrapped. And hundreds of thousands more pupils who are expecting results tomorrow along with GCSEs now won't get them. Pearson said that no grades will go down as part of their review and that it appreciated the uncertainty for students. Our correspondent Dan Johnson reports.
Honestly, with how it happened was
just hours before results, we broke the news to Isabel that there's more delay and disruption, and she won't now get her BTec grade in the morning.
And now that the BTec results are going to get delayed, I feel kind of angry about it because, yeah.
And you don't know what's happening?
Yeah, we all feel very confused.
Awarding body Pearson said in a letter to schools and colleges, BTec qualification results have been generally consistent with teacher and learner expectations, but we've become concerned about unfairness in relation to what are now significantly higher outcomes for GCSE and A-levels. Those higher grades came from the U-turn that saw marks agreed by teachers replace calculated grades that officials accepted were unfair. But the disparity then shifted to technical and vocational students because they do more coursework and fewer exams, so they didn't benefit from the upgrade, and some marks were withheld.
All the commitment and the hard work, obviously we expected to see and we couldn't. But I'm now really happy that finally we're being listened to and treated just like A-level students have been.
Now last week's vocational marks will be regraded, as well as those due tomorrow.
It's a lot better than it would have been if we hadn't changed the system and gone back to teacher grades. Not all teacher grades will be exactly what you want if you're a student, but there are autumn exams. We need to make sure that the government provides resource for those who can't perhaps afford a tutor to help them prepare for the autumn exams, but that is one possibility.
No students will be downgraded through this further review, but it could mean some face different options for their future, and those who've missed out on their first choice may still struggle to get it.
I think it's kind of shown that people think less of BTECs, like they are the equivalent of 3 A-levels. Like what I'm studying is essentially me studying 3 A-levels, and it's frustrating that there's a lack of people that see that.
This is a late move to put some fairness back into a system that's let down so many students and has now left more facing further uncertainty.
And Dan joins me now. Dan, more chaos tonight for hundreds of thousands more students.
Absolutely, yes. GCSE grades will still be given tomorrow, but not BTec results. And Labour says this is unacceptable chaos, and the Education Secretary really should have got a grip by now. This evening, the Department for Education said this proves that it is taking time to make sure that no students have been inadvertently worse off because of the disruption, the controversy, the U-turn earlier in the week. But I think it shows how that original unfairness and the way that that system wasn't working has now led to question marks, disruption and confusion rippling through the system, unsettling even more students. The word is, if we were going to use calculated grades, we really needed to get the maths right.
OK, Dan, many thanks. Dan Johnson.